Welcome to Sailing Saoirse. I'm Tegan. My parents sold our house, sold their business, and bought a 38-foot island spirit catamaran with the goal to travel the world. Only problem is, it needed a complete refit. After 3 years, we are finally ready to set sail. This is Colbin, my husband, Karen, my mum, Denver, my brother, and Robin, my dad. Together we make up Sailing Saoirse. After a very long night of trying to slow down so we could get to Iles Salut in the daytime, it's finally morning and the sun is coming up. So we are headed towards the island. We have 8 nautical miles to go and we're doing about 3 knots, so it should take us about 2 to 3 hours. But it was a very long night because whenever we're trying to slow down, we've been in the doldrums for 7 days, and the night before getting to the islands, of course current and wind comes up, so all our calculations on what time we're going to get to the island ended up being 12 o'clock at night. So yeah, we had to slow down, go up and down the coast for fun, and approach at daybreak. So we're just excited to get there and hopefully be able to put our feet on solid ground after 15 days.
Land ho! And we can smell it. Suppose we haven't arrived at another island where we've been able to smell it.
So look at that.
It smells like, hold on a second, it just smells like a tar road when it rains, or dirt when it rains. That's healthy.
In true Saoirse fashion, when trying to get anywhere, the schools close in. That's 6 nautical miles till the islands. So we are at, where are we?
Iles Salut. Salvation Island off.
The Salvation Islands off of French Guiana. We're going exploring. We had a nice shower, washed our hair, feeling fresh.
Look at the beautiful palm trees behind us. The entire islands are just covered in those.
And there's 3 islands, so
yeah, and they've got a lot of old historical buildings on them, so that's what we're after. Go and see those.
Between 1852 and 1953, the islands were part of a notorious penal colony for the worst criminals of France. The penal colony stretched along the border with Suriname. Iles Royale was the reception centre for the general population of the penal colony. They were housed in moderate freedom due to the difficulty of escape from the island. On Iles Royale there was a little rock pool that was considered to be the convict swimming pool. It has a French name, but I'm not going to try and say it. The translation is bath for the troops. So was it worth the 15 days at sea?
Oh, for sure. I think I might just come and live here forever. It's so pretty.
It's so beautiful and so secluded. This was definitely worth it.
Diablo Island. There. And we're not allowed on there apparently. might try it anyway.
Is that Diablo?
Yeah. So one of those long ones that way.
I think you're confused.
I'm normally confused, but I think I'm right on this one. Okay.
It was just confirmed she was wrong. Wrong.
Okay, I admit fault. That is St. Joseph's. I have been proven right. That was Diablo Island. Because we've just realized where we sailed in this morning, St. Joseph's is the other side. So say, I am stupid.
No. Trying to get a family photo, but the participants aren't participating.
Whilst we're walking, the fungi specialists are looking. They forage for fungus everywhere they go.
I'm going to get in there though.
There's just old derelict buildings that nature's just taken over. It's incredible. In 1852, there was one cemetery on Iles Royale. Because of the high mortality rate, it was reserved to the children of the guards' families. It became known as the Children's Cemetery. Today, it counts 47 graves dated from 1880 to 1942. The convicts were not buried, their corpses were shrouded and immersed. This practice can be explained by the high mortality rate and by the scarcity of diggable areas on the islands. In simpler terms, they were wrapped in cloth and chucked in the ocean.
Okay, so it seems this was the hospital for free personnel, so not prisoners. And it dates back to 1863. In 1985 the lighthouse was put up. It's a military hospital. The current lighthouse was built in 1934. But it looks like it's a prison. It was the prison plus hospital. And it dates from the very end of the 19th century, so late 1800s.
Everywhere you walked on the island, you were surrounded by birds singing and monkeys playing in the trees. We were even amazed by things such as gates and fences. For them to still be standing after so many years, and a lot of them still working, as my mom's demonstrating, is unbelievable. My mom's like a kid in a candy store with old stuff, waiting for it to break.
It's closing time.
I'm probably likely to break it.
Yeah. The decree of September 4th, 1891 established a disciplinary commission that judged the convicts and imposed punishments like the prison at night, the isolation cell, and the dungeon. Between 1892 and 1895, the disciplinary camp was thus built for difficult convicts. It's so weird walking into these areas where, you know, there is so much history and so much hardship and brutality that happened over the years. It's a little bit unsettling, to say the least. This is the prisoners' rooms and cells. It looks so scary.
Gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna walk all the way to
No.
We're gonna walk all the way to there.
Why? This is not cool.
Yo, bumper.
Sheesh. The energy and the feeling that you got when you walked into these places was just unbelievable. It was very uncomfortable and a little bit scary. The cells were very dark inside with no windows and very, very high ceilings. There was a little hole in the top of the roof that obviously was for ventilation. Small cells.
Oh my god, there's a bat right here, look. Oh, it's a vampire bat. Boogie.
In all fairness, this guy didn't look very friendly. This is the sentenced to death convicts area. It's so eerie being here. These are the cells. We are on day 2, and we are back at the, what was this place called again? Disciplinary camp. And after doing a bit of the reading last night, I'm a bit sweaty, it's very hot. After doing some reading last night, this place is where people were brought to be guillotined and sentenced to death. So it's very, very eerie being here. I don't know, it's just weird. Yesterday we left and we felt very strange, so we thought we would come back again today and see how we feel. It's still the same.
So they must have decided these people had too much to see, so they blocked off some of the windows.
This is the solitary confinement hut for sick persons, and it's very weird because you've got these funny little bars, and then you've got the eye bolts that they were obviously shackled to. It's all very weird, and they'd bricked up the windows. So from what we could tell from the diagram, this is where the guillotine was.
Mounted on here on guillotine day.
Middle of the courtyard.
Tia making new friends. You might show her some feathers.
There were so many turtles around the Iles Royale. We spent about 15 minutes watching just a small section and we counted 15. Iles Royale just blew our minds. It's a beautiful stop for any cruiser going past, and definitely a bucket list destination. In next week's episode, we head across to Isle St. Joseph. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.